my YouTube nail family. This is Star. My name is Star. I am coming at you with my first voiceover ever. So hopefully I don't do too bad and we get through this, but I just kind of want to explain what I'm doing while I'm sculpting. Maybe that might help my viewers to understand a little bit more. So I start my sculpts off different every time. I never know where I'm going to start. Sometimes I start with the mouth. Sometimes I may start with the eyes. In particular video, I am starting with his mouth. A couple things. I actually try all type of different ways as well. Sometimes I will top coat the nail once I do a background, and then that makes it a little bit easier to sculpt. And then sometimes I don't. I think in this one I did not top coat. It does make it easier to sculpt. So let me just throw that out there. I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes, and whenever I see a mistake that I do, I will let you know. But I do try to turn mistakes into things that work out for me, and that actually works well sometimes. So what I am using is just a white from my local nail supply store. It's actually the brand of the store, so it's no specific brand that I can tell you about. I don't even think it has a name, if I'm not mistaken. It just says white. And a number 4 brush. Number 4? It's number 4 or number 2? I have to look, but it's one of the two. I've been using it for a long time. So right now I am sculpting the eye sockets. And like I said, depending on what I'm sculpting, I will do it differently. But in this case, because it was such a hollow eye, I'm just sculpting the eye out and creating like the indent where the eyeball would be if he had an eyeball, but he's not going to have an eyeball. So there you have that. I do try to get them symmetrical. That doesn't always work. But I do make an attempt to do so. This is going to be the under part of the eye. Keep in mind that he is a skeleton, so you do want to try to make it as hollow in places as possible. So when I'm sculpting, sometimes my characters will give me they'll give me trouble. I have the hardest time sculpting some characters, and then some is just so easy to do. But I always have a reference. I am not one of those people that can sculpt something just off of my head. I can't just visualize something. Oh, I want to sculpt that. It's always a reference that I'm looking at. Now, I will tell you that sometimes I will sculpt from the reference and it comes out looking absolutely nothing like my reference picture, but it looks amazing. And I'll just run with it. That's a little secret, if you know. I just run with it. So that was the under eyes. You will start to see it come together. One thing to note is the more you build it up sometimes, the better it looks because it's more detailed. Also, when you do it in small sections like that, as opposed to doing big sections, because I actually have sculpted pictures where I've done it in big sections as well. But when you do it in small, you just get more definition. Like if you can see in between the corner of what will be his jaw and his bottom lip, there's a little indent in there. And that kind of stuff is what gives the sculpture, I would have to say, a little more realism. Realism? Is that a word? I think it is, but that you get the point. It makes it look more realistic, even though it's a cartoon character. But this is the other side of his jaw. So the picture I'm looking at, he's actually looking at an angle. And so that's exactly how I sculpted him. I wanted him to be sort of off-centered or looking over to the side. Just an element I thought would make it look more realistic. So this is the top of his lip. Now I will say that you're not going to see me fix it in the video, but in the photos that I post on my Instagram, by the way, if you're not following me, You can follow me at Acrylic.is.Paradise on Instagram. I also have a Facebook page, Acrylic.is.Paradise, and TikTok, Acrylic.is.Paradise. That's my handles for everything. I will leave it at the end of the video. But you'll see that I went back and I made some corrections to his nose. There was where I did not actually connect it at first. I went back and connected his nose. I just thought it made more sense compared to the picture that I didn't initially do. So this is, of course, the forehead and the side of the head. It there was like an indentation, I guess, where to make it look more like a skull type situation. So that is what I'm doing. I will go back and fix that a little bit later just to make it more defined. But I really wanted to get the creases in the forehead and so on and so forth. So I lost the footage where you saw me put the nose on, but all I did was I pulled acrylic down and brought it to a point. And so I picked up another bead of acrylic, pulled it down and brought it to the point. And that's how it became his nose. This is me working on the neck area. When I'm sculpting, I do go back and make sure I clean out areas and make it look more defined. Again, just trying to make it look as realistic as possible. This is going to be his hat. If you look in the mirror, he does have a hat on, and I am sculpting the hat. So, I know that you can sculpt anything out of acrylic. And when I learned that, it just became a lot more fun to sculpt. And I am still learning every day. I am by no means perfect. I have seen several other people sculpt and their work is great. I want to say her channel is Hot Zebra Pink Polish or Hot Zebra Pink Polish. I think that's what it's called. Love her. If you have not watched her channel, you should, because I often watch her all the time and I just love it. She's an example of someone that sculpts and can make anything on a nail. So I really like her. And I get a lot of knowledge from her. So you might want to check her channel out. And while you're there, just tell her I sent you if you don't mind. But I love her channel. So this is going to be the neck part. And again, just trying to make it look more realistic and as detailed as possible. And when it comes to doing necks, you can do them all kind of ways. Well, really, when it comes to sculpting, period, you can do it all kind of ways. It's sometimes the acrylic itself actually does the work for you. Like I've laid down acrylic and it just, I don't know, it's like, okay, well, it sculpts itself, and I'm sometimes wild when I see, oh, you did that, thank you, you know. So here I am, just filling in some details. Like I said before, I did not feel that the temple area of the skull was defined enough. So I'm just going back and adding in little details here and little details there. So on the side of the temple, I also didn't feel like it was 3D enough for me. So you won't see me fix it on the camera. But if you again look at my pictures on Instagram, you will see that I actually go back and really make that back temple area bigger. I just put a bigger bead of acrylic and just made it more round, as opposed to him looking square. Because if you look in the picture, if you look right here versus the picture, you will see that his head in the back temple was a lot more rounder. So I go back and fix that. Now, let's have a moment for these eyes that I have filled in entirely too much acrylic, and you really cannot see the hollow of the eye. But guess what we have? Good old trusty drill bits. You can drill anything you want to drill, and you can correct anything that you want to correct. So that is what you see me doing now. I am just doing a little bit of touch up since I already had the drill out anyway, but I definitely needed to hollow out that eye some more. So of course, the best thing about sculpting, about painting, about doing anything is the detail work. So when you start to go in detail in everything, that's when it starts to come to life. You see me right now, I'm just taking a darker color. The color is by iGel Beauty. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. I would have to look, but I don't have access to looking at it right now. So I'll just tell you that it is by iGel Beauty. And I'm just going in and creating shadows. So I'll do the same when I go back with my white acrylic and create highlights. But I am just actually bringing him to life right now.
Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing.
Okay, so now I am just going, after I finish doing my shading, I'm gonna go in and hollow out the areas that actually make him look like a skeleton. So this is just a black gel paint. Nope, it's a gel polish. I'm sorry. It is a black gel polish. I use this polish a lot. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It is, it's really good. And again, I'm following my reference picture and just blackening in the areas that need to be blackened out.
Yeah. Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. Nights in California, fly passing homes, yeah, right by sunset colored sky. Chilling by the ocean, driving up the mountain, soaked in the endless beauty, all of you. You know it feels alright, alright.
So I just wanted to pop in and say that this area that I'm painting now is actually going to be the mid, I'm not sure what you call it, but it's the part of the shirt that the buttons sit. Anyway, but as I was looking at it, it actually kind of didn't look bad like that. It really just looks like a tie. I thought that was interesting. So I could have left it that way. Just wanted to jump in and say that. Oh, and I am going in now doing the white highlights, which make it well, I can't talk. It just adds more detail.
Do you have a moment? And this very second, I know you feel the beat. Do you feel the rhythm all the way? Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. Nights in California, fly passing homes, yeah, right by sunset colored skies. Chilling by the ocean, driving up the mountain, soaked in the endless beauty all of you. You know it feels alright.
Okay, so on the actual reference picture that I was looking at, the shirt has like these little raised, I'm not sure what to call it, like a raised pattern. And I love the idea of mixing medias, doing some flat work and sometimes drawing, and incorporating some 3D sculpts. I often do that a lot when I'm sculpting different when I'm sculpting different projects. So I really love the contrast between the high and the low. Sorry that it's a little out of focus. Well, I record on my phone and sometimes it wants to pick up the background or blur out. You know, these phones do crazy stuff, but that's what's happening right now. Anyway, so that is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna do the same on both sides, and then you will see me sculpt the cage. So I'm gonna let you watch me do this, and I'll come back to explain when I start sculpting his cage for his costume. By the way, I'd really love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I am a fairly new channel, just getting started, but I do often enjoy sharing my craft, my love for nail art with you guys, and I would love for you to be a part of my community. If you would, just hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button. It won't cost you anything. I mean, if you enjoy the work, I'd love to see you come back.
second, I know you feel the beat. Do you feel the rhythm all the way? Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. Nights in California, fly passing homes, yeah, right by sunset-colored skies.
Okay, so on the backing form, on the paper of a backing form, I'm sorry, I just took the same color that I used to do the shadow work, and I'm just gonna sculpt out a little wishbone, and you will see me do 3 of them, which I connect, and I use those for his cage, and I'll go back and polish them, or add some color to them to give them definition. But I love sculpting on backing paper. It won't stick to it. Now, one thing to note is that you do want to let it dry a little bit more than I did, but not completely, because you do still want to be able to bend it so that it gives you a curvature shape to fit over a body. However, you will see me try to pick it up too fast. I do get impatient sometimes. I'm ready to see it. But for future references, let it dry a little bit longer than me. But this is pretty much how I did it. Real simple, fairly easy. Yep, I believe that's it. It's really simple, fairly easy. So see here, I'm trying to pick it up too soon. This one area, and then also try to get them proportion. So then I do realize that, okay, it's not as thick as the other side. Now, the one thing about acrylic is you can always add more. It does not matter. You can add more, and anytime the whole thing can be dry, you can still go back and make it thicker. So that is the good thing about acrylic that I love. But definitely try to make them even proportions and let them dry before you try to pick them up. And all I did was bend it a little bit on the backing paper to give it like a little bit of definition, which I will do some more once I put it on. See, that side is still not dry, and it's mainly because I went back and added some more. But let them dry. Try to let them dry. All right, so once I finish sculpting, I am gonna attach it. I do end up attaching it using glue. Sometimes I can attach it, whatever piece that I'm attaching, using acrylic, but I didn't want to take the chance of the acrylic running everywhere or discoloring the body that was already laid down in white. So I've already attached it with the glue, and now I'm going to add some 3D to his hat. Initially I drew in, like I said, I like to do mixed mediums and create different dimension and different details. So I first went in with the color, which was a color polish. I actually mixed that color, so it doesn't have a name. It's something I was playing, and I mixed 2 polishes together and created that color. So now I'm going in and adding 3D to the hat. I want to say thanks for watching. I am going to leave you guys to finish the rest of the video. I think I've pretty much explained everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you do, again, please hit that subscribe button, share, like, and all that good stuff. Until the next one, I will talk to you in my next one. Everybody have a good day. Thank you. Bye.
Do you have a moment in this very second? second, I know you feel the beat. Do you feel the rhythm all the way? Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. Nights in California, fly passing homes, yeah, right by sunset-colored skies. Chilling by the ocean, driving up the mountain, soaked in the endless beauty all of you. You know it feels alright, alright, alright. Yeah. Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something within you. Nights in California, fly passing homes, yeah, right by sunset-colored skies. Chilling by the ocean, driving up the mountain, soaked in the endless beauty all of you. You know it feels alright, alright, alright. Tonight, oh tonight, yeah. World will be okay. Can we be together